Shalom everybody and welcome to Regah Bivrit. We are very excited that you're tuning in as always. Bruchim Abaim, hit the share and the like. We are entering into a new book. We are in the book of Bamidbar, in the wilderness. Now, in the beginning of the book of Bamidbar, we are reading in some sort of way, it's like a spiritual inventory. Who is there and what is their role and who is under them? There's like an inventory, and we see even the exact count of the people of Israel. It says there that at the very end there was over 600,000 and 603,000 people who stand there. But then we read a very puzzling verse about the Levites specifically, that I think it's important for us to look at, or in Hebrew, the Leviim. Let's look at chapter 2, verse 33. It says, והלוויים לא התפקדו בתוך בני ישראל, כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה. And the Levites were not counted among the children of Israel as Adonai commanded Moses. Now the very first question that you have to ask yourself, why would God commanded Moses not to count the Leviim? I thought everybody counted, every person counted. Why are the Leviim not counting? And it even said in verse 34, ויעשו בני ישראל ככל אשר ציווה אדוני את משה, כן חנו לדגליהם וכן נשאו איש למשפחותיו על בית אבותיו. So they have done exactly what is needed. But it still does not answer the question, why is it that they were not counting? This word to count here in the Hebrew is the word hitpakdu, which is interesting because in Hebrew, the word for a secretary, if one is like a secretary is a administrative worker is called pakid, which means he is on duty, he is responsible. So why would God say, wait a second, everybody's counting, everybody is on duty, and everybody have to be part of this testimony? We read about this in the last couple of weeks, how important is the unity. And then, although there is this great unity, he is excluding the tribe of Levi and the Levi completely out of it. And the question, why? Why did they have to do this? Look at what it says. Let's see if we understand it. In chapter 1, verse 48, we're starting to see this reason that God always has a purpose and a reason why he didn't count it. It says, וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, אך את מטה לוי. Ach means to hit it, it's like strike it. Ach et mate levi lo tifkod et rosham, do not count their rosh, their head. Lo tisa besoch bnei Israel, don't carry them inside the children of Israel. They are not part of the children of Israel. So God is dividing his own people. The question, why would God himself, who is the Lord of unity, why would he do that? And here we're going to see why. Ve'ata, remember this word hitpakdu, it says lo hitpakdu, meaning they are not on duty because they have another duty. They have another responsibility that is very different. And I know that this concept is foreign and is difficult for some to understand, especially those who are coming from the nations inside the house of Israel. They want equality. They want to be able to do the same thing as the native branch. But it is impossible. Even inside Israel, the entire house of Israel, if one is a Kohen, you have a very specific role. If one is a Levi, you have a specific role. And if it's one who is not a Kohen or not a Levi, you have a specific role. And that is something that God says. It's not that they don't count. They do count, but they count in another counting. This is accounting for the role that I have for them. And he says, no, they are going to be counted. How do I know that? Because look at verse 50. Ve'ata. And now, hafked et aleviim al mishkan ha'edut. No, count them one by one toward another job which have to do with the tabernacle of testimony. That's what God called him. And it says, Yis'u et HaMishkan. They are going to be the Mishkan carrier. Look, it's who is doing the work of the most intensive labor. You would think that it will be the tribe of Dan. They are wicked, they are not worth much. Let them carry the weight. No, we're learning something here important. Yis'u et HaMishkan. The word Yis'u, it means that they put it on their back and they carry the Mishkan directly. This is amazing to think about that, friends. They are carrying a Mishkan, a physical Mishkan. And they're the most spiritual one of all. It's called Kela, with all the tchotchkes and all those things. They are carrying that. Vehem Yeshotu, which is very, very interesting word. Yeshotu, they will be the servant of the people. Who is going to be the leader of the people? The one who is the smartest? No. The one who is wanting to go up front? No. The one who is willing to have a servant heart, meaning serving the people, serving the community. The word yesharto in Hebrew comes from the word mesharet. Those are slaves. They are servant of the people. Let me say it again. God has given us a definition of who is the servant of the Lord. Who is the one who is qualified to be the servant of the Lord? Only one who is willing to carry the weight of the people. Which the other thing, they have put, and this is the reason they are not counted, that it says here, V'saviv l'mishkan. Saviv is like sevivon, dreidel, spinning. You put a barrier between God and between the people. In essence, they were the shield for the people. The job of the Levites and the Leviim is to be the guardian, like you know this movie, the guardian of the galaxy. Well, they are the guardian of the house of Israel. And that is this word. And you see, בנסוע אהרון מהמשכן, when the Mishkan travel, יורידו את הלוויים בחמת המשכן, יקימו את הלוויים, ועזר הקרב יומת. And they were there like a safety net. And when the ark traveled, they would put themselves as a safety net that nobody come too close. And God forbid will die. And even when the Israelites, they put the flag around them. It says, Ba'alevim, verse 53, Ba'alevim yachanu seviv lemishkan ha'edut. Look at that. V'lo yeh ketzef al edat b'nei Israel. Let's talk about this word for a second, ketzef. This word ketzef here in the text means it's the word that represents fume. God fume. Have you ever seen somebody that is fuming so much that in the corner of their mouth you get white, like a white foam? That's exactly what the word ketzef is in modern Hebrew. When you shave, you use ketzef, shaving cream. And God's used this term like a shaving cream and said, when they're there and they're setting the barrier between me and the people, then guess what? The people are protected. So friends, today we have to understand the unique role that each and every one of us have. It is a unique role. They were counted, maybe not on the physical sense, but on the spiritual sense. They were more than counted for sure. So let us rejoice in the Levim, rejoice in the Kohanim, rejoice in Klal Israel, and let us, whatever job we have in this giant house of Israel, whatever job we have, let us do it well. Let us do it faithfully. God bless you. Great start to the group of Bamidbar and Regah. Subscribe, share, like. Shalom.